Someone who we all respect, Marjorie Taylor Greene, says Kevin McCarthy is going to be a great speaker.
I guess you'll have to ask Marjorie about that. I'm a fan of hers. I'm an admirer, but it's not something we see the same way.
Lauren?
There's a rift among Republican lawmakers over whether Kevin McCarthy should be the House Speaker. And Lauren Boebert is about to dunk on Marjorie Greene for backing him in the leadership role. We say, let them fight.
Well, you know, I've been aligned with Marjorie and accused of believing a lot of the things that she believes in. I don't believe in this, just like I don't believe in Russian space lasers.
Are you a hard no?
Space lasers and all of this. No, I'm just saying we need to actually have an inside conversation and make sure that these promises are there.
Damn, so Lauren Boebert calling Marjorie Greene out for her space lasers comment from 2018. If you may have missed that, I'll fill you in. And then we'll talk about this ongoing division within the Republican House caucus. Now, before she was member of Congress, Greene suggested in a 2018 Facebook post that the fires in California at the time may have been caused by lasers shot from space because she's stupid. I added that part. She further floated the idea that the Rothschilds, a Jewish wealthy banking family, might be behind the scheme. So let's give you the exact statement verbatim, which she later deleted, by the way. A laser beam or light beam coming down to Earth, I guess. Could that cause a fire? I don't know. I hope not. That wouldn't look so good for Pacific Gas and Electric, Rothschild Inc., Solarin, or Jerry Brown, who sure does seem fond of PG&E. You know, it's interesting. Like, you don't have to go to the weird space laser conspiracy. It's just corruption. That's what it is, okay? PG&E hadn't updated their equipment for over 100 years. And the faulty equipment started insane wildfires that essentially destroyed an entire community in California.
Yeah, and so do Democrats take money from PG&E, do nothing about them? Yes, that is actually true. Are the Rothschilds involved? No, you morons. That was a wealthy Jewish family in the 1800s.
No, they're responsible, definitely.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
That makes way more sense.
So, like, you don't need to go to weirdo anti-Semitic conspiracy theories when the conspiracy is right in front of us. The companies give money to politicians and the politicians do what the companies want. The problem is Marjorie Taylor Greene is also involved in that corruption.
Yes,
okay.
And she doesn't want to call that out because maybe people will start asking about her corruption. Now, Marjorie Greene did respond to Lauren Boebert, and I'll tell you what she had to say, but I'm actually really curious why Kevin McCarthy is the subject of division within the House. I don't really get it, but.
No, I do, and I'm gonna tell you who's the bad guys and good guys in this particular story.
They're all bad guys.
Well, that's true, but within this context.
Okay.
After you tell us the details.
So, Greene did not take kindly to Lauren Boebert referencing her stupid comments on Facebook. So she wrote, I've supported and donated to Lauren Boebert. President Trump has supported and donated to Lauren Boebert. Kevin McCarthy has supported and donated to Lauren Boebert. She just barely came through by 500 points. Oof.
Yeah,
oof.
500 votes, yep.
500, sorry, votes, yes. And then she continues to write, she gladly takes our money, but when she's been asked, Lauren refuses to endorse President Trump. She refuses to support Kevin McCarthy, and she childishly threw me under the bus for a cheap soundbite. So she wasn't happy with that. Later, she had tweeted a more broad statement about how all her Republican friends need to get in line in support of Kevin McCarthy. I'm not understanding her love for Kevin McCarthy, who, by the way, stripped her of her committee assignments. Am I correct?
Yes, but that's exactly why she's fighting for him now, because he's gonna give back her committee assignments if he's the speaker. So they made that deal. That deal is pretty much public. And so what Marjorie Taylor Greene is doing in this case is playing very traditional politics. Okay, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. Hey, you've got a revolt with right-wingers against you. Well, I'm a right-winger with a lot of credibility in those circles. So I'll say that you're a good guy, whether I think that or not, it doesn't matter, and that you're such a great leader. If you give me committee assignments, which will allow me to get more fame, I mean, is any of this leading to laws that are going to help you?
No, of course
not remotely. Boebert, Greene, Gaetz, McCarthy, none of them are considering that. The main thing that they're going to go with in the beginning, no matter who wins, but McCarthy has made it clear, is they're going to gut the IRS so they can't audit rich people. That's their only agenda, is to help the rich. But let's get back to the catfight. So now Marjorie Taylor Greene is doing it because of like skeezy, politics, right? Lauren Boebert is attacking Marjorie Taylor Greene. Why? That's weird, isn't it? And bringing up the Jewish space lasers, that's actually the biggest shot in all of this. And so Boebert, in a sense, started it. So she's guilty in that sense. The reason she's picking a fight with Marjorie Taylor Greene is because she almost lost. And she almost lost because she was too radical, right? And so now she's trying to say, oh, no, I'm not radical, right? Look, I disagree with Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh, that's an interesting theory, and I think there's truth to that.
Yeah.
Because remember, prior to the midterm elections, Lauren Boebert's genius political strategy was to unilaterally rewrite the United States Constitution to say that this is actually a Christian nationalist country.
And
insane.
Since she almost lost with that radical right ideology in a very safe district, now she's in a backpedal like Marjorie Taylor Greene, what name so? Get a load of her with the Jewish space lasers for wackadoodle. Me though, on the other hand, very sane, standing next to Matt Gaetz and Charlie Kirk, talking about how Kevin McCarthy shouldn't be Speaker of the House because we need someone more radical.
Yeah, they're both the same. Let's just be clear on that. There's really no difference between them.
Yes, so last thing in this fight is, so they're both doing it for their own political reasons, and there are no honor among thieves. So Republicans, look, the Democrats don't fight each other enough. They all bow their heads. Yes, corporate, donor, we will do whatever you want if Biden and Pelosi say it, right? Republicans have the opposite problem. They rip each other to shreds no matter what, under all circumstances. So they should be the top two allies in the House on that side. But instead, they're like, well, I got a slight interest here and I got a slight interest there. Let's rip each other to shreds, because that's what Republicans do. So who's right on the substance of this though? Marjorie Taylor Greene is.
What?
Okay, hold on. And now, why? This is a hell of a twist.
I just think it doesn't, like, there is no right or wrong.
No, let me be clear. For policy, there's no right or wrong. You're never gonna get any good policy out of any of these people, right?
Okay.
So I'm talking about the strategy. Who's correct if you're a right winger, not if you're left. I'm just saying if you're a Republican, who should you back? And I'm being honest with you guys. I'm not, oh, it's a trick. Oh, you support her, the other one was right. No, it's my real political analysis. Here, Boebert and Gaetz are playing the role of Jimmy Dore and clown shows, saying force the vote against McCarthy. But Marjorie Taylor Greene is right. They don't actually have a plan to replace McCarthy. They don't have the votes to replace McCarthy with someone that's actually in their camp. They're just doing it for a publicity stunt. And it could actually backfire on the Republicans. There's even a small percentage chance that Democrats could get the speakership because the margin is so narrow. You can get it like a douchey Democrat who loves corporations as much as corrupt Republicans do, and maybe strike a deal. That's unlikely, but it's not impossible, right? So if Republicans just wanted to hold on to power, they would definitely back McCarthy. But Gaetz and Boebert are, going rogue for just to grab publicity. For their own branding. For their own branding.
I wonder if they're gonna keep pushing the talking point after Kevin McCarthy has already been voted in as House Speaker. And it is approximately, what year is it? 2025.
And they'll still be talking about it.
Boebert will be talking about it on her podcast. So will Matt Gaetz.
Yeah, because if you only have one dumbass strategy about one policy for the rest of your life, you keep talking about it, right?
Exactly.
Because you don't really know politics. So that's the role Boebert and Gaetz are playing in this case. So that's all the angles. But from now, from a left-wing perspective, I'll tell you this. I just hope they keep doing it and attack each other instead of us going forward. Because when they turn on the hate, you know how nuclear it could be.
It's fun to watch.
Yeah, I hope they blast the living crap out of each other.